let me say that last night when one of my all-time favorite heroes stepped right into my dream time and shook me awake into full lucidity, I was ecstatic that he demanded, well, he didn't demand, but he strongly requested that we introduce him as our next focus. And I think we're going to slow down the information release right now. I've got an amazing amount of emails for people who have been having their experiences, and we've only been running this channel for, I'm going to guess, 3 days now. We were told that it was going to catch on and have a pretty powerful effect, and there has been no disappointment there. So if you haven't figured it out yet, one of the individuals we work with is, well, General George Washington. He came through to a member of the order, well, before my time. I've been involved for over 10 years. This individual, I think, had been there pretty close to the inception. But he is a Voodoo Hungan Asogwe, which is the highest degree of voodoo priest. He was initiated in Haiti, and I think he had been initiated at least going on 25 years ago. So a very experienced individual. He started working with a spirit who later revealed itself as George Washington, and General George has made himself home within the Grand Order of Draco Slayers, and it is an honor to introduce him to everyone. If you're looking for a man who loves his country, and if you're an American, this is definitely a hero that you want to get to know. Because he is considered father of our country, it is appropriate that you could consider him part of your ancestral linkage, and every American citizen can claim him in that sense. So having him on your personal power altar is just an amazing comfort. This man has immense internal and external strength, and in a lot of ways, like St. George, he is a consummate Draco Slayer, but his focus seems to be more the Illuminati, for good reason. He died of a mysterious illness. They called it a fever, but there's a good chance it was probably poisoning. And this is a man who has seen the evils that the Illuminati had been perpetuating, not only poisoning his country, but countries all around them. And you know, he'd fought the Revolutionary War, which, you know, the King of England at the time was definitely an Illuminati member, or puppet of the Illuminati. George Washington was a Freemason. There's no mistaking that. His involvement and how deep it goes, he won't really talk about it. He says that we all make mistakes. So if you're a Freemason, I've got nothing against Freemasons. I know a number of them, but I do know that a lot of them start bailing ships once they get past third degree. So you know, take that with a grain of salt. George Washington, to work with him, it's very similar to St. George in the same way. You allow him into your sphere of influence. This is my favorite picture of General George. It shows that he is a deeply spiritual man, and he is gaining and gathering his spiritual power before he goes and he rains hell down on his enemies. And to read stories about General George Washington in hand-to-hand combat, this man was a monster, an absolute monster. Me being a very physically powerful human being, to be able to wrestle and fight with him would just be an honor. And I bet you, in his prime, he probably could have taken on most of the UFC superheroes now, and if not beat them, go toe-to-toe, no problem. This man would wade into battle with 2 sabers and just cut people to shreds. So make no mistake, he's a warrior. His colors are red, white, and blue. So get this picture here. It's just Google it. Him kneeling by his white horse. Candles are red, white, and blue, of course. Pour him a glass of whiskey, rum punch, porter. He really likes sweet fortified wines. Get him a cigar. He likes those. And say the Pledge of Allegiance. And that generally gets his attention. Always have an American flag next to him. He likes eagles. He was an amazing horseman. So, like St. George, a white horse. If you could find a curved blade, like a saber, which was his sword of choice, that would be great. And just let the wisdom of this man pour into you. In much the same way that St. George is the dragon slayer and initiates you into the order with the dream of killing a dragon, George Washington will take you and run you face to face with entities of the Illuminati, and a lot of times they're reptilian. Some of them are very otherworldly. One day we'll talk about trans-Plutonian magic and the sickness that they summon from beyond our solar system. And those are things that once you see, they're very hard to get out of your head. So it's good to have a man like General George with you. He can be called on at any time. Of course, his birthday, February 22nd. Always nice to pour him a glass of whiskey, light him a cigar, and thank him for being with you. This man will change your life. Having him on your side is an amazing experience, and I can't speak enough volumes of how proud I am that he came through and said, no, let them know that I can be worked with. So here is the father of America. And if you are an American, if you are an American occultist, and if you are an American battling against the Illuminati, you would be crazy not to have General George on your side. So it is a deep honor and deep respect that I introduce General George. And do yourself a favor. Work with St. George for a while, then set up a point of focus or altar for General George Washington, and you'll thank me. Trust me.